So Luton Town have just been promoted to the Premier League, and in this video I'm going to be rebuilding them. We're going to start in the Premier League, and the goal for this season is just to avoid relegation. It's going to be tough. They have by far the weakest squad in the Premier League, and are up against tough opposition. Alright, so let's get started. We're doing this without a financial takeover, so all the money we have is the 12.25 million transfer budget. And so here is the starting 11. It's not very good, is it? This is a team we're going to have in the Premier League in this first season. Obviously, we can try and improve it with a few signings. However, like I said, we're limited for money. The highest rated player we have is 75 overall. It's also worth noting that our highest rated player, Marvelous Nakamba, is on loan at Luton. We don't own him. We're going to try and sign a new centre-back. So, we could potentially sign this centre-back here. Okay, so we've got a new centre-back as a free agent. He's 74 overall, and we've got him for free. Another big free agent signing, Carlos Rodriguez, an attacking midfielder, and he has an overall of 75, and that's a great signing for our midfield. We need a new right back if we're going to stay in the Premier League, because this guy is only 69 overall. I'm sorry, he's got to be replaced. I've got a few options in mind that we can buy. So another big signing, Gabri Veiga, 72 rated midfielder, and we've signed him for 3.9 million. I just rejected a £4 million offer for Elijah Adebayo from Brentford. He's 72 overall, which is quite high for Luton, and he's only 24 years old, which means he can grow. I think he's going to be crucial to try and help us stay up this season, so we need a new right back, and I was thinking of buying Tanganga. However, they're going to ask for around 5 million, and that's like half our transfer budget. Instead, I'm going to try and loan him. So I've got Tanganga, a new right back, in on a 1-year loan. We also signed Akram Afif, who was a free agent. He's 25 years old, he's a winger. He also has an overall rating of 76. I might make a few more signings before the end of the window, but here's how the squad's looking so far. It's a little bit weak, but it's a bit improved on before. Hopefully we stay up. It's going to be difficult. Looking at the squad, it's still not good enough for the Premier League. Despite his high overall rating, Lloris is only worth £4 million, so we're going to try and sign him. Lloris was too expensive, however, we've managed to sign Buffon instead. He's really cheap due to his age, because he's 44 years old. Considering the fact that he's 44 years old, you might question why we signed Buffon, considering he'll decline quickly, but that's where you're wrong. I don't know if you guys know this, but once a FIFA player reaches the age of 40, they don't decline anymore, so Buffon will stay at 77 overall. However, he might still retire soon, so eventually we're going to have to replace him, but for now it's a good option. Okay, so here's how the squad's looking before the first game of the Premier League season. So we've signed Mudryk on a loan from Chelsea. Apart from that, the squad's basically the same. I'm going to try and make a few more signings, but that's what we have for now for the start of the Premier League season. Also, if you're enjoying this video, make sure to subscribe. We're on the road to 3,000 subscribers, so a sub would be appreciated. First game of the Premier League season, let's see how it goes. And it's a 1-1 draw. That's actually a decent result against Aston Villa, I'll take that. Adebayo with the goal, but Coutinho equalised 4 minutes later. So not a bad start, especially against Aston Villa, who are a club with a much better squad than Luton Town. We've pulled off an absolutely huge transfer on deadline day. This midfielder we bought, Luis Chavez, 80 overall. We got him for free, he was a free agent, and his value is 19.5 million. So that signing of Luis Chavez literally used all of our wage budget, and we don't have any transfer budget, and so yeah, we're not going to be able to sign any more players unless we sell some, but we don't really have any good players we can sell, so yeah, I don't think we're going to be buying anyone in this window. Unfortunately, the transfer window has ended and we couldn't sell any players in time, therefore we didn't raise any money to buy any more players, so we're stuck with the squad we have. We have now agreed to sell some players, however, these transfers went through after the transfer window closed, so we'll only receive the money in the January transfer window. Now obviously we can't buy or loan any players until January anyway, but we now can't sign any players as free agents either, because we have no wage budget. So for now, we've just got to make do with the squad we have. So 8 games into the season, and we're 16th with only 6 points. It's not looking good, but hopefully we can carry on and stay up. It's the 1st of January, the start of the January transfer window, and as you can see, we're 10th in the Premier League. That's really not that bad. We've improved since our terrible start at the start of the season. After 20 games, we're on 23 points, 9 points above relegation. That gives me hope that we might stay up. So before the transfer window opened, we previously agreed to sell some players. Those deals have now gone through, and so yeah, we have a bit of money to spend now. I'm going to go and see if there's any free agents we can sign, or any cheap players we can sign for under £6 million. So obviously £6 million is not a lot of money, we can't buy much with that, but what we can do is see if we can sign any free agents, or see if we can get any loan moves, and yeah, just try and strengthen the squad a little bit so we have a bit of squad depth. I mean, we're currently in 10th, which is quite good, however, we're only 9 points above relegation, and if we have a bad run, we could still get relegated, so we got to make sure that doesn't happen. Okay, so in the January transfer window, before we buy anyone, here's how the squad's looking. So a few of the players have gone up in ratings, like Mudryk, who's gone up from 75 to 78, and a few other players have gone up as well. But yeah, overall the squad's a bit improved, but yeah, we still need to buy some more players to strengthen the squad, particularly with centre-backs where we don't have any backups that are good. So because of an injury to Tom Lockyer, I've gone and bought Ben Wilmot as a backup centre-back, and he cost us £2.9 million. Alright, so we had Nakamba loaned in from Villa, however they've just recalled him due to a lack of game time. That's kind of a problem because he was one of our best midfielders, 75 overall, and yeah, we're going to have to replace him. We have £5 million, let's see what we can do. This won't be helpful until next season, but we're getting prepared. Next season, Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain will be joining us next season on a free transfer. Okay, so with just 3 hours left of the transfer window, we finally found a replacement for Marvelous Nakamba. I honestly didn't think we'll be able to find a replacement in time, because it was taking a while and there wasn't really any good options, but we finally found one. I think I overpaid a little bit, but either way, we've signed a new midfielder, 74 overall, we paid 3.3 million, and yeah, we got him from Blackburn. Anyway, that's it for the transfer window. We've just got to hope that that's enough because we don't have any more money, and yeah, the transfer window's about to end. Hopefully we can stay up. So it looks like we're going to stay up this season. After 30 games, we're in 10th with 40 points, and we're 20 points above Brighton, who are in 18th. So yeah, we're not going to go down this year, we're going to be safe. Okay, so now that we're probably safe in the Premier League this season, it's now time to sort out a few players' contracts. There's a few players whose contracts are expiring, and obviously Tanganga and Mudryk's loans will expire at the end of the season. I'm also going to see if players at other clubs' contracts are expiring and see if we can sign any players on a free transfer ready for next season. We already did this to sign Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, but let's see if we can find anyone else. An absolutely huge transfer here. Nacho Fernandez has joined us from Real Madrid. We got him on a free transfer. He's 82 overall, a centre-back. It's now the end of the season and we comfortably stayed up, finishing 11th on 51 points, and we were 21 points above relegation. So yeah, we stayed up comfortably, on to the next season. So we've got to say goodbye to a few key players, for example Mudryk and Tanganga, who are both on loan this season and they're going back to their parent clubs. There's a few other players whose contracts have let expire, and so yeah, these players are also leaving the club. We're going to have to say goodbye to Tanganga and Mudryk because we're not going to sign them permanently, because they cost a lot of money and we don't have much money. And I don't think either of them will be available for loan next season either. So overall, this season went really well. We managed to stay up, and not only did we stay up, but we finished mid-table in 11th. With the squad we had at the start of the season, I fully expected us to go down. However, we really managed to improve the squad throughout the season, going from a championship level squad to a squad that was capable of finishing mid-table in the Premier League. We managed to loan in Mudryk, which really helped, and also we made some good free agent signings like Luis Chavez and Carlos Rodriguez. We went beyond my expectations, and yeah, the squad's looking quite good, and hopefully we can improve it in the second season. Anyway, if you did enjoy this video, then please like and subscribe and let me know in the comments below. If this video does well, I'll turn it into a series and I'll carry on in the next season in a new episode.